Be live, bro.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to face the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to our Most High Power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this 100% truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm here with the brother Arakia.
Shalom.
And we're going to start off this lesson with the book of Daniel, chapter 1, and verse 3. It reads, "And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring eunuchs, Salakia, eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel and of the king's seed and of the princes." Verse 4, "Children in whom was no blemish, but well favored, and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning in knowledge, and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans."
Khan. So this is talking about when the Babylonians, they besieged Jerusalem and they took captives. Okay, they took they spoiled Israel. Okay, or Judah. Okay, they spoiled their goods, and they also took captives. Okay, and I also said it wrong because the word is eunuch. It's
Eunuch.
yeah, eunuch.
Khan.
That is the word. But so then it was describing what manner of captives they want to take. So some sharp and wise, young men. Okay, and he's gonna go into it, bro.
Khan. So verse 5, it reads, "And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king." Verse 6, "Now among these were of the children of Judah, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah."
God. I think it's Hananiah. Yeah.
Khan.
And you see, okay, so yeah, we need to read also the verse 7 because they got they got pagan names. Okay, and this is the account where we're gonna go into because the brother, through the spirit came up with the topic that the three young men, okay, which are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, which are these Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, okay, by their pagan names. They wasn't with bullshit of Babylon, okay, that false god worship, and after that they got persecuted. But then we're gonna see how happened to them because they followed the law of the Lord. If bro, if you can get that in, or actually, let me get it. So then you can read the verse 7, and after that, I'm get this point.
Khan. So verse 7, it reads, "Unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names." Eunuchs, Salakia. Eunuchs. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
Eunuchs. I'm going to reread that.
Yeah.
Verse 7, "Unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names, for he gave unto Daniel the name of Belteshazzar, and Hananiah of Shadrach, and to Mishael of Meshach, and to Azariah of Abednego."
Gone. So these were their pagan names. Okay. So then, let me read, and this is the first of the 10 commandments, okay? So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Well, let me start from verse 1 real quick. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Okay, so this is the very first of the 10 commandments. So this is something that we must put all our effort to not break this commandment, because after that we would be fucked. Okay, and this is why we was fucked in the past. This is why we had messed up situations. This was we encountered, or we came through big disappointments. Okay, big downfalls. Okay,
It brought the curses upon us.
exactly, bro. This is one of the main reasons that the curse of Deuteronomy chapter 28 is upon us. Okay, this is one of the very main reasons. So if we did that, we got into a fucked up state, and we don't want to do it. So okay. So now we have read about the names. So then let's go into the history. So I'm gonna read this one, and then you can just stop me at any point if you have a point to make, and you can then speak on it, bro.
Con.
Yeah. So the backstory is that in Babylon they made this statue of Nebuchadnezzar, and they wanted everybody to bow down unto it, okay, to worship that image, okay. But these young men, okay, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, which in the Babylonian, their heathen names was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay, they didn't bow down to the image. So then some Babylonians came to the king Nebuchadnezzar to accuse these Israelites, and this is what they said. Okay, Daniel chapter 3 verse 12. There are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Okay, verse 13. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. And that's a quick point, that in these times also we got to be prepared for that we're going to be brought before these so-called authorities. And hey bro, if you can grab that in I think it's Matthew, it says take no thought what you're going to answer. Yeah, it's Matthew chapter 10. And from 18 until 20.
Con. So the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 18, it reads, And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
God, so what happened with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Was they not brought up before a king? Okay, for Yahweh Shai's sake. Okay, really, because they was serving the truth. They was not committing idolatry. They was not worshiping false idols. Okay, so they was not transgressing the word. And who is the word? Yahweh Shai. Okay.
Con. And just how Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they standed firm for Yahweh Shai, for Yahweh, we got to do the same thing.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
But when they deliver you up take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
Gone. That's right, man. So you can read verse 20 still.
Verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Yeah, so we don't need to, rehearse in front of a mirror some speeches that okay, so let me say this and let me say that, and if I get into that situation, I'm have this lawyer on speed dial, you don't have to. No, you don't have to think about all these things that how things are gonna go down when they're gonna go down. You just should have faith and stay prayed up, and you know you're gonna be guided as the situation present itself. You know,
Con.
yeah, yeah. Concerning what to say, yeah. So okay, you want to say something?
Oh no, I was just saying that's right. You know, the
Yeah,
Lord will give
yeah,
you uh the spirit on how to move.
yeah, yeah. That's it, bro. So, Daniel chapter 3, verse 13 again. The point that we just went through. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. Verse 14. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up. Now, if ye be ready, Slovakia. Now, if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is that power that shall deliver you out of my hands?
Con. So
Uh,
I got a quick point on that scripture.
yeah,
The same goes for us. When the hour of temptation draweth nigh, we're gonna get we're gonna be tested. You know, our faith. Or they're gonna Esau's gonna try to scare us. You know,
yeah,
same
yeah,
situation, and you gotta have no fear.
yeah. Hey, Apostle Gabal always mentions this that they're gonna put a decree that if you're not gonna take the CHIP, you're gonna get so so at that point, are you gonna have weak hands and feeble knees, or are you going to, of course it's a heavy situation, but are you going to stay faithful to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai and refuse that micro CHIP still, which we have to
Con.
do?
Because it's technically it's not. It's like quick. It'll be a quick transition if we get to that point. If we have to, if that's our lot.
Yeah, we have to have faith to endure all things, man. And did the Apostle Paul say, I endure all things for the elect's sake, so in this journey. He also says endure hardness as a good soldier, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So hey, we have to endure, man.
Con.
So verse 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Okay? And let me read verse 18 as well. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. So, these were Israelites, okay? These were Judites, as it says in Daniel chapter 1, verse 6. Or actually of the southern kingdom, because it says, now among these Daniel chapter 1 verse 6. Now among these were of the children of Judah, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So at that point, you had the two kingdoms. You had the kingdom of Judah, also known as the southern kingdom, and then you had the northern kingdom, of which Ephraim is the head tribe. So, these men, they were Israelites, and they honored the commandment that we are not supposed to worship these images, these other gods. Okay. So after that, what happened is Nebuchadnezzar prepared that they be thrown to the fiery furnace. So let's see how that went down. So we're gonna jump down in the same book of Daniel, chapter 3. We're gonna jump down to the verse 23. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, Didn't we cast three men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see four men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of the Most High. Yeah,
Con.
so, yeah, go ahead,
I
bro.
believe so. I believe that was an angel that the Lord
Yeah,
sent to protect
yeah,
them,
yeah, that's right. That's
and
right, bro.
that's beautiful because they stood firm for the Lord, and he came through. They weren't harmed in the fiery furnace.
Yeah, that's right. You see, and we're going to read verse 28 next. You can actually, take it on deck. Daniel chapter 3, verse 28, and you can read from the 28th verse unto the 30th. But
Con.
that is just to say that you imagine and we skipped the part because if we would have go into all the details, we would have read all the chapter, but we try to, keep it, reasonable. So there's a point that Nebuchadnezzar said that, hey, make it 7 times more hotter than usually. So it's in a way that it was very hot. So basically you would get burned very fast. But these men, they came out, not even, the hair of their hands would have been burned. It says no harm. They came out, all good. Great.
Con. And cases like this can give us comfort when we walk through those trials. We remember how the Lord came through for our forefathers.
Well, I gotta. That's very important point, and I got a scripture to back you up, bro.
Con.
So this is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And so that is exactly what the brother just said. We are reading of the things that happened before so that we can learn, so that we can have comfort, and so that we can have hope. Yeah. So,
Con.
yeah. So you can continue with the verse 28. Yeah, I think brother gonna be back soon. Let's see. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna read it. So this book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 28. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the power of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay. Uh, oh, Okay, we have to continue from verse 26 even. Yeah, because in verse 25 it says, he answered and said, and this is the king Nebuchadnezzar speaking, lo, I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son Most High. And I also gotta check that again, but I also perceive there's an angel, and
Yeah,
the brother's
Salakia.
back, and yeah, so good, bro. And also because in verse 28 is Nebuchadnezzar actually confirmed that he's an angel, but gone. So, hey, if you can read the from the verse 26 on down.
Khan. Verse 26 or 29?
26.
Okay, so Daniel chapter 23. The book of Daniel chapter 3 verse 26. It reads, Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. And the princes, governors, and captains of the king's counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head singed. Neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them.
Yeah, so it was literally no effect. It's just like they had not been in the fire, but they were in the fire. Okay, in the fiery furnace. So go ahead, bro.
Con. Verse 28. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who hath sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him, and have changed the king's word, and yielded their bodies that they might not serve nor worship any God except their own God.
Gone.
It,
And you see, and you're gonna see this more when the brother is gonna read verses 29 and 30. But you can see the king Nebuchadnezzar. He even himself at that point was like, because he had to be acknowledging the situation. This shows the minor differences between the different captivities or slaveries we have been under, because the Babylonians were not Edomites. Today we are under the Edomites, which is the basest of men, as the scripture says. These are the most lowest, okay, most spiritually retarded of all the nations. So whether it was the captivity of Egypt or the captivity of the Babylonians or the Medio Persians, there was always some. I'm not going to exalt the heathen, but you could see that there was some glimpses of minor understandings in them. Whereas with Esau, it's just fucking non-existent. They have no fucking understanding.
Con. And to back you up on that, Ak, just how Nebuchadnezzar acknowledged that the three Hebrew men were protected by the Most High Yahweh in these last times when we get spiritual power and receive these miracles, people are gonna acknowledge like the Lord's with them, you know.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. Even in Daniel chapter 5, when the salvation is taking place, well, at that point the 2/3 of our people, and then the heathen, they're just going to be amazed. It says that they're gonna amazed at the strangeness of the salvation. So
And
they're just gonna be,
the
yeah,
scoffers are gonna it's gonna be too late for them.
it's gonna be too fucking late, man. You know, it's already right now. It's becoming too late because you wanna be protected already in the time of Jacob's trouble. You know,
Khan, you want to be rooted in this faith.
you gotta be rooted right now, man.
You know,
Today. So, hey, exactly, man. Exactly, man.
a lot of times when I'm like driving in my head, I meditate. Like, if I was to get sent to a concentration camp right now, can I take the guillotine like a man? And I say, like, in my spirit, I feel like I can. Lord willing.
Yeah, these are the things that we have to pray towards. You know, these we have to, because these are situations that we haven't been through at this current lifetime anyway. So we must take a humble approach and pray for power to endure these things. To stand strong. And
Khan.
worthy. Yeah.
So,
So
verse
let me actually see,
29.
because I have a scripture on this real quick, man,
Khan.
because it says that none of the wicked shall understand. Yeah, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Edomites are the wicked. The wicked Edomites, they are not going to understand this truth. They're not even, they're just not going to understand. So, yeah, you can go ahead, bro.
Khan. So, verse 29. Therefore, I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort.
So you see, that's funny because the king Nebuchadnezzar, he started to he made a statement like he wanna defend, Yahweh. If someone speak bad about Yahweh, they're gonna get put to death. So that is at these things we just have to give glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that even these heathen cannot gainsay nor resist the true power, the one true power. Okay, so and going back to that point that the Babylonians, they were not Edomites. Okay, today in this Edomite captivity is the worst of the captivity. This is why it's written that these times, this Jacob's trouble, this is the worst time that this earth has experienced. Okay, all in all, the events that gonna take place. So we have to stay prayed up. What did Apostle Paul say? Pray without ceasing. Yeah,
Khan.
yeah, bro. Yeah, you can still read the last verse.
Yeah, so verse 30. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon.
Yeah, so they found favor in the sight of the king Nebuchadnezzar. There's a scripture on that. Let me see. It says that when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Let me just find the word. Yeah, it's Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. So the ways of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego pleased the Lord, and he made them to be even at peace with their enemy. Okay,
Khan.
so so it's
Yeah,
spiritual.
you could imagine everybody that saw that, like, it blew their mind.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely, bro. So we shouldn't be caught up in that other stuff that they how do the other nations view us, you know, uh, like how do they perceive us. We shouldn't be caught up in other people's opinions. We should just be concentrated on serving the Lord. And after that, everything else is going to be taken care of. Well, that's the main point of our life.
Con.
Yeah. So let's still go into this Revelation 13. So if you want to grab it, bro, I can speak on it, and after that we're gonna close it out because it's also going to the image how we are not supposed to bow down to the image of the beast.
Con. So Revelation chapter 13. What verse should I start at?
Starting from verse 11 until 15.
Con. So the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 11. It reads, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon."
Done. And I have to, yeah. So okay, I have to double check this point. But if I remember correctly, it's talking about America in this point. This another beast, and the two horns is this Democrats and the Republicans. Okay, so America is super wicked. You should already know by now. It's also known as Babylon the Great, and it forms the beast because the beast in the Revelation, when it speaks about the beast, is NATO and the EU, the European Union. And if you look at this collective of NATO and European Union, which is they are working as a one body basically. They have some countries like Turkey in the NATO, European Union. You have Hungary, which are a little bit, not with the program always, but mostly is working as a one body. And who is the leading country of NATO is America. Okay, so this is the beast. So go on ahead, bro.
Con. So verse 12, it reads, "And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed."
Yeah, and the first beast is what? That's the ancient
Roman.
Roman Empire. Yeah,
Con.
exactly. That's the ancient Roman Empire, man. And the deadly wood is healed. Is reincarnated. It's reincarnated in the form of America. You
And
have many similarities, bro.
a lot of people can't receive that.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, I think there's even some basic articles. You go into the internet, Google, you write similarities between ancient Rome and America. They should have some.
Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Trump is Nero reincarnated.
Yeah, that's what Apostle Tahar says. But it makes sense, bro. Makes sense.
Con.
Yeah.
So
I
verse.
hope he gets back into office, man.
Yep. So verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven and the earth in the sight of men.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Yeah, what are those miracles? Hey, that miracle is that technology, bro. In all the different fields, you have these digitalized, different devices. Okay, you have the pharmaceutical industry. All these kinds of new technological twists that they're able to use. They have the media. That now by your smartphone you can get caught up with all of the news from all over the world. You know,
Con.
you have PlayStation 5. You know, you have all of this shit. This is their miracles, man. You know, people are getting all like all you know,
like a
obsessed by
deer,
it.
like a deer in
Yeah,
headlights.
exactly. But they all like, you know, it's like their eyes just they, and that's what it's talking about. Like one factor thing is these VR glasses.
Con.
You know, like even when they first, I remember it's like over 10 years ago. It has to be something like 2012 or something. We was in one exhibition out here in Finland with my friends, and at that point it was like at least quite new technology, you know, 10 plus years ago. And I already at that point I was, you know, just in my spirit I was thinking that it's just a little bit fucking strange, you know.
Con. Yeah, there's this movie. There's this movie called Ready Player One. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't, bro. I gotta
It's a
check it
good
out.
movie. You should watch it. It's based in the future, and like pretty much no one leaves their home. They're just like in the virtual world.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
So it's
that's the
crazy.
metaverse.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
doubt that's what they would want if they were to fulfill their new world order. You can only imagine if the Lord didn't intervene.
yeah, bro. Hey, that's fucking depressing, man.
Yeah,
So so hey, they have these different miracles, man. So hey, and they what is the image of the beast? It's talking about the new world order. Okay, it's talking about the system. And this is what they want to set up. It's exactly what we talking about with brother. You know that you will own nothing and be happy. You know, Klaus Schwab from World Economic Forum. This is what they want to set up. You know, these 15-minute cities. You know that all your business or your activity is 15 minutes from your home. You know, your grocery store, your gym, your workplace. So you're just living 50, from a 15-minute distance from your home. You're doing everything. So you're basically, you know, living inside of a concentrated camp. You know, this is what these things that they want to set up, man. You know, smart cities. You know,
con,
bro. Already right now, man, there's fucking surveillance cameras everywhere, man.
con.
Total fucking control, man.
Even your phone is like nonstop listening to everything.
Exactly, bro. And they want to push it up a notch and put that CHIP inside your skin. You know, hey, that's part of the image of the beast, man.
Con.
Yeah, yeah, because that is the mark of the beast. So you can read the verse 15.
16. Actually, verse 15.
Uh,
And it reads, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed."
yeah, does that sound familiar, man? This is exactly
Con.
what we read in the book of Daniel. You know, Nebuchadnezzar said that, hey, those that don't worship this image can actually get that direct point. Those that don't worship this golden image, they're going to get put to death. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay, so let me read this real quick. So, hey, this was the this was the spirit of the ancient Babylon. So Daniel chapter 3 verse 4 through 6. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. So now, if you can read the verse 15 again.
Con. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Bro, in the scripture it says there's no new thing under the sun. The Edomites are not creative. All of their things, bro, they're worshiping these ancient false gods, you know, the gods of Egypt, the gods of Babylon, you know. And why do you think we worship so good Easter? Might that come from Ishtar? You know, none of these things are new, man. You know, Christmas goes into Saturnalia, which they
Khan.
worship that in ancient Rome. These niggas are not original, man. So there's no new thing under the sun. And if there was, and as there was persecution for not going down with the program of the wicked, you know, Babylonians back in the day, there's also going to be similar kinds of consequences for not going down with the program of the Edomites that are running today. You know, they really worship that technology. They really worship that that digitalization. You know, a central bank digital currencies. You know, all transactions done through the micro CHIP, and we gotta stand firm and say, no, we ain't worshiping your bullshit ass system. You know that image, and after that, we are, you know, we are, you know, trusting in the Lord. You know,
Khan.
yeah,
Yeah, that's heavy,
that's
bro.
it, bro. And you
And
still
yeah,
have some words of scriptures.
yeah. So just a point, just how they stand it bold for the Lord. You gotta just have the faith and have faith in the
Hmm.
Lord that you'll be covered, you know,
Hmm. Hey, that's it, bro.
and have strength because it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna see a lot of crazy shit, and just gotta have faith and be strong.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, the scripture said there's going to be so many dead people in the streets that they're not even going to bury them. They're just going to lie down there.
And Esau shows it. Esau gives you glimpses of this in the movies, like you said.
Yeah, it does. Sure does, man. So, hey, we gotta stay prayed up and you know, give our everything, man, in these times. Worship Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in order to, you know, that it might go well with us.
Khan.
You know,
Yeah, it's a blessing that we woke up in these last days, you know. We can't take it for
truly,
granted.
truly, bro. Hey, we have been called, and now we are hoping that we are also chosen.
Khan.
That's it, bro. So hey, you can close it out, brother.
So hopefully this lesson has been edifying. In closing, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors
Uh,
to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect.
Shalom.